Okay, recording has started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so welcome all to your UAT plan for mailroom administrators. We have Laura and Preet and Linda who are participating in this. So we'll go through some of our goals for this session. We have the project summary, which I think all y'all are familiar with. So we'll kind of move through this quickly so we can use as much of our time for the demo and any questions that we have. So again, we're looking to ensure that all of your technical components are functioning as expected for the requirements that you've confirmed and approved, and that everything end to end is looking good, and of course, looking for that acceptance prior to go live. We'll do that from validating your training procedures, confirming that your team uses the system as intended. Everything is thoroughly vetted. So looking for all of that. We have your project summary. This is more detailed. I think we created this for your larger group so they had an overview of what we're doing for this digital mailroom service. So we have your departments already spelled out here. I know we've gone through this a good bit. So your legal, human resources, all the way down to the exception queue. And then we have everything grouped out for your security. We have your mailroom administrators that are managing the exception queue, that group on this call. And then we have your department admins and department users. All right, and then we have our fields. Some of these are captured by imaging, and then the other are captured by IDP where available. So what we're really going to be focusing on a good bit is the recipient, sender, and department, because based on how those are captured, then they will be either routed to their department or available in the exception queue for them to be routed to their the department or recipient. Okay, so here we are with the OnTrac validation. So this is where we're looking to focus. Here we're looking for image quality. Everything looks as expected. There's not anything that's completely unreadable. And then we have exceptions. So those things, again, that weren't directed with the IDP. Looking that you all can use the exception functions. You can route things, where they need to be. Someone can route something back to you, and then you can reroute it. All of that. Going to make sure you can log into Insight, view mail, view or edit the metadata associated with the mail document. Want to make sure you can download it to your desktop, search the mail's content, routing mail to a department user or back to the exception queue, and searching for mail if you would like. And we can set up the email notifications. So I want to double check to make sure that you can receive that if that's something that you choose to use. And the same thing with the out-of-office mail forwarding. If you look to use that, we can look at validating that as well. And then sharing a mail documents link that will be for use with any of your users within Insight, and then viewing audit events for a mail document as well. So those are the validations that we're looking to complete. Again, in these 3 days, want to make sure y'all familiar with it. The main bit that you're going to want to spend most of your time in is in the exception and the routing of mail. That's mostly what the system will be used for. So that's what we have. We have some of our next steps here. Again, with train the trainer and your UAT, we're doing that train the trainer today, which we are recording. And then in the next 3 days, you all will develop familiarity with the system prior to the larger UAT group that we have next week. So we have previously sent out that test cases document as well, which you can reference, or if you need to add any additional test cases based on what you all see, then you can do that as well. And then our target timeline, we're doing train the trainer today, and then we have again that 3 days, 4/2 to 4/4 for the time for you to do the testing, and then we would look at 4/4. If everything is looking as expected, you're ready to move to UAT with a larger group, then we'll continue with 4/8 and the full UAT next week. Any questions on any of this? I know this is not new. We've been through it a good bit. I want to make sure we have a good overview.
No questions.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Well, with that, I will stop sharing my screen and pass it over to Shankar to show us what we have in Insight and ask any questions along the way and make sure this is valuable time for you all. Thanks, Shankar. We can see it.
Everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to log in as a demo user. So this user is member of all queues and exception manager. So I'm going to quick run through the dashboard. So after first login, you will see this dashboard. So this is recently edited item, recently viewed item, my favorites, and you will see here total digitized mails. You can change the dates by document type is default. You can change that to by department. And if you scroll down, you can see my tasks. So in your case, we don't have any workflow, so you will not see any task here. So you can see, you will be seeing unrouted mails here. And then it's my mail. You can see unread mails and read mails. So the my mail is it's your mail, your personal mailbox mail. It's not for the department mails. And also you can see kind of routing accuracy and some metrics here and a few other dashboard items. So here we have 25 mails in unrouted, 25 unrouted mails. That means we have 25 mails in our exception queue. So you can click here, then it will show all unrouted mail that is equivalent to exception queue. Other option to get to the exception queue, you can click browse here, and you can select exception queue. Then you will see all items in exception queue.
So the 25 pieces of mail where it's highlighted, that is the exception queue also?
That is correct. Unrouted is exception queue.
Okay.
Right. And you can select here this view all unrouted mail also just give you detail here, something like this. You can see from here, and you can open a mail from this. You don't have to navigate to exceptional queue, right? Or if you prefer, you can go to exceptional queues, and then you can navigate from here. So all mails we can get here, and then you can open a mail. So only in the exception queue, you will see route mail option, right? You will see a route mail option only in exception queue. So here you will see this metadata. So you will see receipt date and a recipient because it's picking the name here. It's actually not reading well the attention. Some cases it will read the attention also. So what you can do is you can change the recipient here and update and send. Then it will be routed to the department or user. So in this case, I'm going to send this to demo user and update and send. So now that mail is moved to demo user. Let me check quickly. So now I can see if I click my dashboard back, I can see one unread mail because I routed that to me. It's a user, not the department. That's what I'm seeing, one unread mail here. From the unread mail, I can open it from here, or if I am a user, because I have access to all department, that is the reason I'm seeing all department here and all user queues. Or I can select my inbox. This is my username. That is my inbox. I can get here. There are two ways, or there are multiple ways to get to the mail. Or I can always I can select search by the department also. Inbound department, I can select my my department. Then I can get to this mail. So since I have access to all departments, if I don't put any department here, I can see all the mails. And also, just for an example, I want to see only the mails that is created in last 24 hours. So this should bring 22. So it's bringing 22 mails that is created in last 24 hours. Right, so that means we scan and ingested the mail in last 24 hours or last week. If I said last week, I'm seeing 31 mails here. Or even you can specify the create date, start and end date. Right, so
Can
it
you
says.
see mail that you've sent?
Can you say that again?
Can you see mail that you have sent?
You have sent the. Yes, I have sent means I routed
Yes.
the mail that I routed. Yes, I can see. So that is I routed to my department. So I don't know what is the title, but I can drill down by my inbox here. So this is the mail I routed. Or I can even search by sender. I can search by full text, any content inside that mail, or any other details. Any questions?
So if I wanted to see all the mail that I've sent out or rerouted today, I can go into my mailbox, and that's where it all will be listed.
So the another way to check the date modified, right? So today is second. Actually, I think I ingested all the mail, so it's showing. So you have to search by a date field or um, or recipient, or you should know the to whom you routed that mail.
Okay.
So Shankar,
Yeah,
it sounds like there isn't a like show routed mail option. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And Laura, that's what you're asking. If there's like some view that's just what you routed where, and it sounds like the answer would be like, well, if you know you routed something to, HR, you could go into HR and say, oh, okay, there's the thing that I routed, but there's not like a list of everything that was
Okay.
routed within a certain.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yep.
Let me see if I can pull the date.
I was wondering, Shankar, if in that search, if you could do that routed or the modified between a date and then sort by contributor, and then Preet, you could see, when the last was that you modified it. That might be helpful.
Right. Yes, that is also an option. So yes, so you can select select the user and in last hour, maybe it's okay. Yes, it's April 2nd. So you can select by user last contributor. It's me. Yes, you can select by the last contributor and search the documents. You can check why that is not picking by the last modified. Should we can check that and get okay. So you can enter the date here, and you can select your last contributor, and it will show only the documents here.
Okay.
That is routing. So I routed that mail to my inbox. Let me go there, and so the user inbox or department inbox. So always you can check here the content here. The extracted data is our scan metadata in case if you want to communicate to our scanning department. And also you have an option to just say, oh, this is, I don't know who this. So first option we have, I don't know who this belongs to. That means this mail will be routed again to exception queue. The second option we have, I know who this belongs to. Then you can route this to a user or department. All right. So we have few other things here. You can type a comment also for mail items. Right? You can type a comment here. Also, you can use some tags also. So this is easy for searching later. You can search by tags. That will help you to find a mail. So these are additional metadata you can add to this mail or mail item. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I know who this belongs to. Then I can select a user from here. Let me select Laura and demo. I'm going to send this. All right. Now you should have in your mailbox. Actually, I did not grant the permission to all users yet for the all queues. There's a reason I don't see it. Let me log off as login as administrator. But then this user said recently logged in, I guess, so that's the reason I don't have permission. So this is the mail I routed. So here you can see the tag. So you can see my comments here, right? And you also can reroute this again to exception queue, saying I don't know who this belongs to. So now that email is back in exception queue. You also can see the history of this mail. So you can see administrator commented, I don't know. Right. Any questions?
I don't think so, other than I feel like we need to do this. So I feel like the majority of what Preet will be doing is going into the exception queue and just taking all that mail and rerouting it. So right now, in the test environment, that's what you want us to do, is just like open it up, look at it, reroute, right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Right.
Okay.
And also, if you need a notification, let's say your department or your personal mail, if you want to get a notification, you can select that department, and here the 3 dots, notify me. So what happens is every time if someone route the mail or system route the mail to that folder, you will get a notification. And I also can stop the notification here.
Okay. Is it possible that Preet takes over like a couple documents right now and knows? So I think the stumbling blocks are always at the beginning. So can she drive? Can she?
Sure.
Okay.
I will go ahead and stop sharing.
Okay, so I need to sign on to mine, right? Obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's being slow. So when I hit the little screen at the bottom, my screen is not being shown, the one I want to share.
I think there are a couple extra clicks. You need to click on the screen and then press the share button, maybe.
Okay, hold on.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, there we go.
There we go. Now we can see it.
Okay, so this is the exception queue right here, correct?
That is correct.
So if I go into the exception queue, I see all the mail that's sitting there that needs to be sent out. So if I go to this one and I want to send it to, let's say, Laura, I'm sorry, I'm lost. Where do I go to do that?
Click the route.
Mail,
Yeah, route mail.
recipient address.
No, you had to select the recipient. Click the drop down, or you can start typing
Okay.
and all the way down. Yeah. Update and send.
Okay. And then in order to check, I would go, am I in the right place, Shankar?
So can you click the route? Click the route. Yeah. Scroll down. Yeah, you can select the user. There are multiple ways, so you can use the browse option, right? Or you can use the search also.
Okay. So, I mean, I know I sent it to Laura, and if I look in, and there it is. Okay.
Right? Or you can click the search button, click the search. Right? You can type some contents or even recipient, or if you scroll down and you can select the folder also.
Or could I just do the date?
Yeah, you can do the date. Yeah.
Last 1 hour. It's not showing me anything. Last 24 hours.
Yeah, don't select that. Just remove modified and scroll down all the way down.
I am on.
Yeah, reset that.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, question for you. Let's say I wanted to print this.
Yes, you can. So you can download that or you can view. Click the view button. I think that might. At the bottom. Yeah. Let me forward. So.
Is it the three dots? I know there are a few ways to
Export,
yeah,
maybe?
that's
No.
what I was thinking.
Click the icon. It's a PDF. So in the bottom you see a little eye there.
Click the eye icon.
Yes. Right. So that is one way of doing that. So you that is a view. What is this?
There is a download tab at the bottom.
Yeah, you can download that. You can download.
So in
I'm
order to
looking.
print anything, I would have to download it and then print it.
Yes, it's a PDF. Yes, you can
Okay.
do that too.
Okay. And so are the settings set up? Like, how do I know I have something in my inbox? Like, is it going to my email every time she would send something to me? Do I get an email?
That depends. You can subscribe to an email or you had to log in and check.
Okay, so how do we subscribe to email so that we don't have to?
Yeah, go to your folder.
What folder?
What folder?
Click the browse icon on the left, the second one from the top. Select your folder. So it's user. If I select and click notify this Laura's folder, then I will get notification. Right. So
Okay,
little
so
bell.
from here, where would I go to turn on her notifications?
Okay. So click the bell icon on the top. A pencil bell. There's a bell. Fourth one, I think. The fourth
This
one.
one?
Sorry, fifth one. Yep. Notify me. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so now will she get notifications if anybody sends her mail or only if I send her mail?
So this notification set for only for this folder, Laura's folder. So anyone route the mail or system route the mail to Laura's folder, you will get an email.
Okay.
Laura wants an email. She has to log in and subscribe to a notification.
But it says this document. Is that only for that particular document?
So that this document means this is the folder is a document. So you select it. So if you see on the top, it's your folder name. It's not the document, right?
Okay.
So
And
about the
what
view.
Preet just did there, what Preet did with like hitting the notification, that means that Preet would get an email of anything that came into Laura's folder, right? So per person, if Laura, if you wanted to get notifications for all of your mail, you would need to at least log in and select your folder, and then also select the notification button, right?
Okay, so actually Linda, Laura, and I should go in at some point and select notifications on our folders, because I'm sure all of us would like to be notified when there's something in our box.
Yes, exactly.
It would be
And then
folder, right? Your folder plus you can subscribe to exception queue also, since you are going to manage this exception queue in case if you want.
Okay, so if I
question, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Preet. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You know what? I'm logged in, but I don't show any unrouted mail in my box.
So you have to check if you are a member of exception queue users. So let me check that here quickly.
Okay.
So now I just turned on my notifications, right? I mean, this is my folder and I just,
Yes.
okay.
When you say you're checking now to see if Linda is part of the exception queue, can we check? Because if somebody asks us and says they didn't get something, we need to be able to verify that their name is part of the group.
You can check that with your IT because this is single sign-on. You can check. You can check with your IT department, so they should be able to tell you.
We have to go through our IT department to tell us whose names are under each department.
Yes, because we are using single sign-on, so the group mappings is coming from single sign-on. But I think in Outlook, probably if you type the group name, you should be able to see that because that is created in 365.
So this was based on the departments and users list that we aligned on, Laura.
Yeah, so I remember agreeing to the names. I'm just not sure how do we double check the system was set up that way?
We can reach
Like
out.
if Linda's missing from the exception queue, are there other people's names missing somewhere? Like, and we can't
Right.
see that.
We can reach out to Mike to see if he can share the list with us.
Okay.
Linda, do you want to share your screen to figure out what's going on?
I don't see Linda here, so can you make sure you logged into a stage environment?
I did. I'm in right now. Everything looks fine, but when I go to the, it shows like no items in my box.
Yeah. So can you double check the URL UNSTGO3 OnTrac.stgo3? Just want to double check. I don't see you here.
No, I wonder, Linda,
Maybe-
if you click on exception queue, do you see things?
Let me see. Exception queue. Okay, I'm sorry. Where was that at again?
That's this button right here, Linda.
Like under
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and it shows nothing.
under
Yeah, I
the
think you are in the production environment. Just check the URL on the top. Is that saying OnTrac.stgo3 or IRM33?
This right here, Linda, up here.
Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm sorry. Where was it again?
This.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay. Yep. OnTrac IRM 33, right?
Yes, that is production, so there is no data. You have to log into stage test environment.
Yeah, it shows.
How does she do that?
Yeah, how do I do that?
It's
That's
the
a
same
good.
login process. She just needs
I can put the link here.
URL.
Yeah. Okay, I just put the link in meeting chat.
Oops.
And so down the road, if somebody leaves our company or somebody joins and they need to be added to these departments, what is the process?
You have to reach
Yeah, that'll
out
be,
to your SSO IT administrator to add them to Azure AD groups.
Yeah, it
Our-
works.
We have to reach out to our own IT department, and they, whatever the group is for Iron Mountain, they're gonna know what those groups are.
yes, they have that list configured on their side. But the Azure department groups, the only thing would be if you're looking to add an additional department, then you'll need to coordinate with us. But otherwise, yeah, you can do that all within your IT team. You don't have to engage us.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm just practicing while you guys are talking.
This is great. It's great.
Okay, so here's the download, and it's downloaded, and okay.
So do you know that, Preet, I'd like, if you send 4 of them, can you tell where you're at in the process? Like if you forward 4 on,
Yeah, because once I forward it, it goes out of the exception queue.
okay, and where is it then?
It goes to whatever department, like I just forwarded one to Linda.
Yeah,
So I go to browse and I go to root and I go to her folder. There it is.
okay. But it's left the exception queue then totally, right?
Yeah, it's left the exception queue totally. And then if she wanted to go in and looked at it and it wasn't hers, then she would go over here and either put it back in the exception queue, which is I don't know where this belongs to, or forward it to
Yep.
whoever. Is that right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yep,
You don't
that's
need us.
correct.
What are those 4 boxes? View, permissions, history, publishing. What's that there? What's
The-
permissions? Yeah.
What is permissions?
Can you click
Permission
on?
will tell, yeah, who has access to this folder.
Oh, well then,
So then we don't need to check with IT, right? We can just tell by permissions.
Yeah, but it will tell the permissions here. If you want to see who's in that group, then you want, let's say, go back to a department group. Permissions. So if you want to see who's in that group, then you want to see it here. I think you should be able to see the group membership in the Outlook, like a distribution group. Check with your IT department. They should be able to help you. Some customers, they even used to manage the groups. They delegate the group's administration to some department users. They used to manage using the Outlook. You can check with your IT department. They can help you.
Preet, can you take that as a takeaway, please?
Yes.
Thanks. And then what's history?
I think it's
That is
every,
like audit. Who viewed the document?
So we should look, like when we first start doing this, we could take a quick glance at history so we know somebody has at least read it,
Yes, you
right?
can. Right.
And what's trash? I assume
The
it's,
deleted items. Yeah. If there is anything deleted from this folder, you will see that in trash.
you know how long it stays in trash?
It stays there forever unless you empty the trash.
Okay. What are some of the other functions on the left side? The pre, like all the way to the left. maybe it tells you when we hover over, right?
Where, I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
All the way to the left,
Uh-huh.
those things. Okay.
So this
Dashboard.
dashboard,
Okay.
browse what I was using to find the department,
Okay.
search.
Search, if you see like these, just click the funnel, then it will switch back to the query mode,
Okay,
right?
this is the exception queue. Recently viewed.
Yep.
What is expired?
So that is kind of for retention. You don't have that, so it's you will not see anything here for now.
Assets?
It's kind of another search by asset type. Task, you don't have any task because we haven't configured any workflows for you. So favorite is you can add a document or folder to a favorite, like a bookmark in browser.
Okay, how would I do that?
You can open a document or select a document. You see a star bar. Yes, that is that.
Okay.
Right.
Collect.
So collection is a set of documents. You can create a collection and you can add documents to that collection. That you will not use that for now.
Clipboard.
No, you will not use that. And again, trash. And the content management here again, there is an additional option for audit. So click that audit button. So you can search by user what they did, like something like that. And user state.
And just going back to the one question that we had was, there is no way to send to two different departments at the same time, right? If we're unsure, we're not sure where something goes and we say, oh, maybe this goes to tax and accounting. This goes to tax and legal. We can't send it to both, right?
With the current setup, no, we don't have an option. So we can explore some customization for you. If you want, it will be something like publishing a document or copy of the document, taking a copy of the document and route, but that is not available at this time.
So our best bet when we're sending to two different people would be potentially downloading it, and it would be on our own computer and then forwarding it in our own email, right?
Yes, if they don't have access to the folders, like let's say finance and payroll, right? So if the user is not member of those two groups, then the option is you have to download and send.
Okay.
If user is member of both groups, then you can share a link, document link with the user.
How do we share a link?
Go back to a document. Even if that user is internal user, select the document, right? Permissions. Scroll down, click not the external. So you can okay, you don't have click the share button on the top next to the star. Yes, you can copy this link and send to them.
Okay, but that's only if they're already users of Insight. It can't be sent to an external user, right?
If you want to do external, you have to click the new button, permission assigned to external users. New button.
Here?
Yes. And you can type the email address, so they don't need a login, right? You can type the email address, you can set the permission, and you can set the date range from and to.
Okay, and then it would go to whomever is not in the system.
That is correct. So we have restrictions, so we have to set the domain name, email domain. So I added the ontrac.com for now. If you want any external domain, let us know. We can add that domain.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna do this all over. Permissions, new, okay. And then
Send-
just create.
Send it to
Yes.
me free. Let me see what it happens.
Okay. What is manage everything? Then she would be able to do everything?
Yes. For external user, generally we share read, but you can give everything.
And then I can put whatever message I want.
Yes.
Okay, it's not doing anything. Yeah.
Okay, I can OnTrac.com. Can you try log off and log in? I don't know. I had the domain after you logged in.
So log off and log back in.
Yeah, can you try that if that helps?
Okay, I just logged on and logged back in, and I'm gonna share my screen. Window. So I'll go to a new piece of mail.
Yep.
Then go to permissions, go to new. Yeah, it's still not doing anything.
Thank you. I'm trying here. External domain. Give me a minute here. I'm double checking if I have any typo with the
Sure.
domain configuration. PRAC. I have it correct. Maybe it might take some time to activate your domain. I can check that and I will send you an email once it's activated. Because
Okay.
I added right now before the meeting. So any other questions?
Laura, Linda, do you want to try?
I've been following along, so I have seen, is there anything else you do most commonly that, I mean, I think we went over almost on what you mainly do on a daily basis, right?
Yeah,
Is there any things you like hold on the side or something? That's the only thing. Like, do you hold mail and go, geez, I don't know what to do with this?
there are some pieces of mail where I do not know where to send it, and I always ask Jen where to send it, and she lets me know.
Okay.
So I could always like potentially send it to her, and in the comments write, where should I send?
Yes. And then she could almost reroute it if she knows right away or not.
Right.
Okay. Linda, how are you doing? Do you want to test?
I think I'll get with Preet and then maybe we can go over it together.
Okay.
Okay.
And one quick thing, the full text is very powerful if you want to search or try the full text. That is, if you want to search some text, you can type full text, any word, something all the way up. Yeah, full text.
Okay.
Click on full text. Yeah,
Mouse is, and
it's
then
very, yeah,
I can type anything and it'll pull it up.
yes. It search content inside the document.
So then it will find the document, and then you would click on the document, you almost go to history, right? So you can tell
Yes.
where, like, it was sent.
Yes, you can check that. Yes, from the history also. Yes.
Can you just remind me where the history is again? Oh,
You had to open a document.
I have to open a document.
Yeah.
And then it's on the top. Okay.
Yeah. From the search panel also, you can click and open a document. Yes. You have to reset the search and click again. So yeah, you can type again something.
So what should we be looking for? What are, like, I don't know, what other customers in the next 3 days? I mean, is there,
So I provided the test cases document of typical test cases. If y'all are looking to add or remove anything from there, from that list, then feel free. But otherwise, this is based on how you all are going to be using it and what is going to be most useful for you.
I'm sorry, you said you provided a typical test case documents? What?
Yes, that was the test cases document. I think I supplied that on the 15th of March. I can resend it if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Sure thing. I can also, we have some time, 10 a.m. Eastern for the next 3 days. If you all are available then, I can set up a touch point so we can answer any questions or look at this on a daily basis if y'all like.
I think that would be really helpful. You have it set up for 10 o'clock the next 3 days?
I can. I was like, just looking at our calendars, we have that if y'all are available. It's in 10 a.m. Eastern.
What do you think, Laura?
Yeah, I'm traveling a couple of those days, but I don't think it would hurt at all. I think it would be great for you and Linda to be on it. And then Megan's referring to a document from a few weeks ago that we need to, like, key in on. So let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. That would be very helpful. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you
That's
for
great.
the extra time today. I think we went over a bit, but thank you for your help, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one.
Bye.
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 Bye.